I went from earning $200 a month to earning over $120,000 in a single day using these exact secrets. And right now, you could be earning way more money than you're earning right now. And the only thing that's stopping you is your level of consciousness around money. I'm going to cover 11 secrets you need to have in your awareness at all times, and then cover 7 tips and exercises you can literally start today to start manifesting in a lot more wealth, prosperity, and goodness into your life. Secret number 1, money is energy. Prosperity operates on a level of frequency, and so does lack. Think of this as different levels of frequency, and every single level has its corresponding amount of received money that would come into your world. If you're operating at a higher level of frequency around money, you're going to activate that prosperity vibrational energy into your life. And if you're operating at a lower frequency of lack, you're going to have that corresponding lackful bank account, lackful income coming into your life. We are energetic beings living in an energetic world. So since money is also energy, our vibrational being has to correspond with the prosperity frequency we're desiring before things change. So even before things change in your bank account, before income changes, we have to align ourselves and tune ourselves into that prosperity frequency now. Secret number 2, money is neutral. It doesn't care about anything. It doesn't care about whether you like it or not. It doesn't care what you use it for. It doesn't care what goes on. It's a neutral substance. It's a tool. So for example, a lot of people get very emotional when their bank account's low or their income is low. And the difference here is that money is a neutral place. So in order for us to actually generate the amount of money that we want, we have to get to neutrality. Neutrality means you make it impersonable. It's kind of like the idea of the universe itself. A lot of people objectify God or the universe, thinking it's a man on a cloud, thinking it's something that says, John's going to have a great day today, but Jeff is going to have a terrible day today. Or Jennifer is going to have amazing things happen today. Or Bob is going to have nothing happen good today, right? It seems like something is controlling the world and telling people what will happen or not. So they feel the same way around money. They don't have neutrality around it. When they don't have a lot of money, they hate money. When they do have a lot of money, they feel really good around money and they love money. So they're reactive according to the money that's coming into their account. What we need to get to is neutral feeling around money right now. You don't feel good about it. You don't feel bad about it. It's neutral. Secret number 3, cash, credit cards, debit cards, cryptocurrency, bank accounts are not money themselves. Money is an energy from point number 1 that we talked about. These ideas, cash, bank accounts, credit cards, cryptocurrencies, etc., you name it, in the digital world or paper or coin side, was created a long time ago to make it easier to exchange energies between one and another. A simple example is thousands of years ago, they would barter. There wasn't always that much form of currency. So what they would do is if somebody had furs, they may trade it with food, or they may trade it with spices, or they may trade it for a tool or a gun or something they needed. Now, obviously guns didn't come around for a long time, so it might have been a bow and arrow, it might have been a sword, it might have been a shield, it might have been armor, right? Those kinds of ideas. So it was an exchange between one entity and another, a person to a person or a person to a group of people, and they would have to exchange physical items for another. Then coins came around. Coins were made in such a way that I could actually pay for something and not need to exchange an item, but rather an exchange of currency. Later on, of course, we got to paper currency and digital currencies and all of that. But remember, those are forms of money, but not money itself. Money is an energy. These are displays of money in action, displays of exchange. Secret number 4, you are an energy pattern. Kind of already mentioned this a little bit earlier, but the idea is you can use your imagination to construct an end scene where you actually feel in possession of money. By doing so, the imagination actually impresses that on what we call the thinking substance. This thinking substance is everything all around you. It's made up of everything. If I can actually impress my mind with the feeling and the actual possession of the money I want, I will actually have that idea drop into the subconscious mind, which drops into the superconscious, which then orchestrates everything for you to receive the money. The imagination is the tool and mechanism I could start to use to actually familiarize myself with the money I want, feel it's already done in my possession, and actually have it drop down to subconscious and actually have it happen. Now, I alluded to neutrality already, one of the secrets of money. Neutrality is different than feeling the possession of money. So you want to feel neutral about the money, meaning you don't react to it, but you feel the possession of it in your imagination. Does that distinction make sense? Neutrality means I don't react to it. If I have a lot, I don't react. If I don't have a lot, I don't react. It's just a thing. As if I drank a little bit of water today, I don't usually get overly excited, and I usually don't get overly depressed. It's just a drink of water. Same thing with the receiving and giving of money. There's a neutral feeling. But when it comes to my imagination, I feel the possession of it right now. Secret number 5, there is no lack. In the spiritual realm, or the vibrational plane that we call the fourth dimensional space, and much higher dimensions, there's no such thing as lack. It's totally infinite. Much of our society has programmed you to think there's lack, and me too. There's lack of substance, there's lack of things, there's lack of money, there's lack of sales, there's lack of etc. These are not true. The idea here is, if you start believing there's lack of money on the physical plane, you will start to correspond to that frequency we talked about in secret number 1. What that's going to do is have you ultimately start attracting and manifesting more of that kind of energy into your life. Especially now when governments or even banks are printing money or even increasing the digital possession of the money that they can create. It shows that these are just numbers, storehouses of data points, much more than anything else going on here. And often we think of all this world as such a lackful place. But when you come down to it, there's always more money available, and there always will be. There's never been a possible shortage. Everything you see in the news, everything you see in the economy, all these things are just dips and ups and downs in the marketplace. It doesn't mean there's less money around the world. In fact, there's always been the same amount of money, and actually increasing every year since it actually started, this whole idea of exchanging commodities, exchanging levels of money. So we want to think of this world as vast from the spiritual sense. Think of it in terms of, in the spiritual world, there is an infinite amount coming in all the time. Secret number 6, you can actually get into the marketplace that we have in this world, in human life, and as you contribute more value, you will get paid more. It's understanding the law of compensation. There's a major difference between a sports star and celebrity and somebody flipping burgers at McDonald's or Burger King. Why does this person over here that's flipping burgers or working a cash register job get paid minimum wage, while an MLB, Major League Baseball player, a soccer player, a football player, if you're around the world, obviously football and soccer, it's synonymous there, but some sports player, celebrity, an A-list actor, you name it, why are they paid mega millions while this person is paid minimum wage? The difference is the value they contribute to the marketplace in this human form. So the more value you can give to the marketplace, the more you will get paid in return. Difference here, let me just illustrate the example. Anybody can work a McDonald's job. You don't need education. Okay, we'll say maybe not everybody in the world, but 99% of the population could have the skill set to actually work a registered job and take orders. Not everybody can be the best star athlete in the world. Not everybody can be the best speaker in the world. Not everybody can be the best, etc. Fill in the blank at what they do. The value you produce in the marketplace will actually increase the amount of income and things you have coming into your life by adding more value. Very important. Secret number 7, every day start looking at the world as if everything is a vibrational world, as if everything is part of the thinking substance. And as you start producing these images in your mind, I want you to start looking around when you're driving your car, walking down the street. I want you to find the money in everything. Find the money in the building. Somebody owns the building. Somebody's paying taxes on that building. Maybe somebody's renting it out. Somebody's using that space and getting paid for it. Look at the houses in your neighborhood. Somebody everybody did own those, right? People say, I own my house. Well, do you own your house outright, or does the actual bank own your house in a mortgage, right? Look at all the houses. Look at how much that is. $200,000 house here, $800,000 house here, $100,000 house here. Start adding these numbers up in your mind. Guess how much their mortgage payment is. Guess what their rent payment is. Take a look at these. Walk down your local city or town and look at all the different businesses, a pizza shop, a local Walmart, a Target, a local place like a restaurant or a juice place or a cafe. Start looking at all these places. Start looking for the money. Look at how much would you guess the roadway was to pave, to create? How much was the sidewalk? How much was the sign, the stop sign, the red lights, the green lights? How about the cars when you go down your road or highway? How many cars and vehicles are there? Guess the prices of all these. You're going to start creating a money consciousness every day. Secret number 8. You want to start understanding that there's going to be a time gap between when you set your intention to manifest money and the actual receiving of it. That time gap, how long it takes, is according to the naturalness of the feeling of you having it now. Anything you feel so completely natural about, as if it's in your possession now, you're going to have it extremely quick. Anything that feels frustrating, seems like it's taking a long time, seems like you keep being in the mindset of, I will get it soon, it's coming to me, but you don't feel it now, will shorten or elongate the timeline, and you'll start to shorten it as you start feeling more and more natural with having the possession of the money you want now. Secret number 9. Think of money as a game. Learn the rules. It's kind of like Monopoly. You learn the rules, you're going to do well. If you chose to play a board game with your friends and family, or whatever that looks like with your partner, spouse, but you had no idea what the rules were, but they knew what the rules were, do you think you're going to win? Probably not, right? If everyone knew the rules of Monopoly, but you had no idea even what the objective was, what the rules were, or even how to play, you're probably not going to win. Every day you want to say, I want to learn the game of money. Make it a game. Games are supposed to be fun. As you start to associate your mindset, your life with having a fun game around money, you can't wait to play the game of money every day. Very different mentality and attitude. Number 10, every day in imagination, one of the secrets of money is get familiar with the possession of a higher level frequency daily. So you're going to pick a certain amount of money that you want in your actual bank account, and you're going to become familiar with it on a daily basis. So for example, maybe you want $20,000 in your checking account and $200,000 in your savings account. Just as an example, I don't know what numbers you want, but an example. Every day I want you to get familiar with it. Don't try to manifest it. Don't try to get it, but rather try to manifest the feeling, try to manifest the quality of having that bank account now. Very distinct difference when it comes to law of attraction manifestation. Don't try to get the thing, try to get the feeling of the thing. That's your objective every day. So every day, look into the money game. Know the rule is I need to feel in that way. I need to feel that possession of the money already now. Become familiar with that bank account even before it happens in the physical plane. And finally, secret number 11, every day it's important to be consistent with the higher planes of the last 10 secrets around money. Consistency and persistence are key, because if you do some of these exercises, the next 7 tips I'm about to share with you, or you forget the secrets that we just talked about, the last 10, it doesn't even matter. That's why I always suggest on my videos here, you watch this video every day over and over and over and over, even for 60 days straight, to make sure your level of awareness starts to become automatic with these 11 secrets. So this secret number 11 is crucial. It's the capstone of them all. Have consistency, have the actual feeling of the awareness of what we're talking about. There's a big difference. Morpheus said this in The Matrix. There's a big difference between knowing the path and walking the path. And when you start walking the path, you're going to start to embody this knowledge. Most people studying personal development, self-help materials, know the path. They know it because they intellectually read the book, they intellectually watched the video, they intellectually listened to the audiobook. But that doesn't produce results. Becoming the information does, especially around money. If you want to have a wealthier mindset, every day you have to build that mindset. Every day, putting attention and effort into it. Now let's go through the 7 tips, the 7 techniques and exercises you can utilize on a daily basis with the 11 secrets we just covered. So the 11 secrets you want to keep in your awareness the next 7 things you want to do on a daily basis. Tip number 1, add a 0 onto your goal around money. So if I want to earn $100,000 in a year, or 100,000 pounds or euros or whatever your currency is, add a 0 to that and start thinking, how would I create $1 million? What would that look like? And start planning that out and scripting it out and taking a look at that. Start looking at that wavelength first. The $100,000 is going to be much easier. So basically what you're doing is changing the way you're comparing. $1 million is going to be harder than $100,000. $100,000 is harder than $10,000, that kind of idea. So you're comparing these lower and higher amounts. Start thinking, how could I build $1 million? The $100,000 is going to be a much easier money goal and intention to attain. Tip number 2, get ahead of your money goal. So what that means is pretend in the past they've already done it. If you want to earn $100,000 every month, start pretending like all the last 10 months you've already earned $100,000 in a month. So you start telling yourself, I already earned $100,000. How good did it feel to earn $100,000 last month? How good did it feel to earn $100,000 3 months ago? You start thinking and feeling as if the $100,000 has already been there per month. So you get ahead of your goal. You pretend that it's in the past. You pretend it's history. You pretend it's already been done. And this is going to help you remember, become familiar with that feeling of possession of it in your imagination. Tip number 3, write down all the luxuries or the things you would do with the money if you already had it. Why do you want the money in the first place? Are you going to help your friends and family? Are you going to buy a new vehicle? Are you going to pay off debts? Are you going to go on vacations? If so, where are you going to go? Are you going to go to Italy? Are you going to go to South Africa? Are you going to go to Canada? Are you going to go to the United States if you don't already live there? Or maybe you live in the United States. Are you going to go to all 50 states? What are you going to do in travel? What are you going to do in terms of investing? What are you going to do in terms of buying upgrades for where you live? What are the tiny luxuries or the big luxuries you would have? Would you fly first in business class? Would you fly private? What would you do with the actual money? Would you have a personal chef? Would you have a personal cleaner cleaning up your house and doing your laundry for you? What would you do with the money? Write down all the things that you can think of that you would do. At least 10 to 20 things is good. And every day you're going to review those in your imagination and how good it would feel to already have those luxuries in your life. Tip number 4, start focusing on serving and giving more value in the marketplace than getting money. Focus on your passion and what you can do to help people in this world start to grow, make themselves better, change, improve their life in some sort of way. When I work with my students, a lot of them come in before working with me, focus on getting money. They want to earn the money, they want to have the $300,000 month, or like I had, they want to have the $120,000 day, earning 6 figures in a day. They want to do those things, and those are great goals and intentions, 100%. But where they go wrong is they're constantly every day just trying to get money. How can I get money? And instead you want to think of, how can I create a service that will help me actually create that amount of money? An example, maybe you actually form a community group that you charge $27 per month around helping musicians become known around the world. Maybe that's your expertise or something you love and enjoy. Or maybe you become a real estate agent where you go and help people find their dream home, get qualified for it, and help them actually buy that dream home. Or maybe you love cars and motorcycles and motorsports, so you start figuring out, how can I actually develop a service that would either help drivers or help mechanics or help companies that create these kinds of vehicles? What could I do? Or maybe you're a coach, teacher, you love spirituality and personal development, and you say, how could I go out there and form a life coaching business that people pay me $150 an hour, and I help them through all their deepest problems in life and challenges that they're going through? Or maybe you create a membership on spirituality, and it's $97 per month, and it's a community with like-minded souls all enjoying spirituality, medicine, plant medicine that is, holistic teachings, mindset, self-improvement, personal development, and you help them by doing a monthly coaching call with some updated modules and content to help them out. Right? Those are just all examples from different industries, but create something you love that actually your customers and clients will love because you're helping them solve a problem. Okay? Everything around you, everything you've ever bought is solving a problem. The phone you have, the laptop you have, the refrigerator you have, the plates and silverware that you may have in your kitchen, your car, the tires on your car, the carpets in your home, or the hardwood floors. I mean, I could just go on and on. Some company or a person made that thing to solve your problem. You solve the problem of having a dish and plate to actually eat off of, having a solved problem of actually going A to Z to a location, going to the bank, going to the grocery store, actually getting in a vehicle and not having to walk 10 miles to get there, right? Every single thing you have is because it's a problem solved. So start thinking in terms of how can I solve bigger and better problems? The bigger problem you solve, the more money you can get paid. Tip number 5, we already kind of talked about in the secrets, but it's so important as a technique, is every day switch your focus from trying to get money in and trying to manifest to instead try to manifest the feeling, try to manifest the quality of the experience. This will change your life completely in terms of law of attraction. Stop trying to get the thing, trying to get the soulmate, trying to get the dream home, trying to get the dream income, trying to get the dream money. Instead, how can I get the feeling of those same things? This, if you focus on this one tip, it'll change everything. Tip number 6 is, we already kind of mentioned this as well, but again, as a technique, get into familiarizing yourself with the luxuries you do want every day in imagination. So every day, the tip is spend 5 to 10 possible minutes visualizing all the things you would have and do with the money that you've already listed in one of these tips as well. Get into the spirit of it, get into the imagination of it. What would you do? See yourself flying first class or business class. See yourself having the new car. See yourself debt-free. See yourself living the freedom you want. See yourself, etc. See those images in your mind without trying to get those actually activated on the physical plane. Just go ahead and align yourself with that for 5 to 10 minutes daily. And finally, tip number 7 is you're going to go out and look at all your bills, look at all the things you pay for, and you're going to give gratitude for every single thing. If you have an electricity bill, you have a water bill, you pay your taxes, anything that you pay, thank, bless it, and be grateful for it. An easy way to do this is go through your bank statement or your online banking and go through every transaction and actually bless it and thank it. One thing that you can do, I borrow this from Catherine Ponder, a fantastic spiritual leader and author from just many years. She said, I bless you and I bless the goodness of God within you, or the goodness of the universe within you. So go through all your bank transactions and bless every single one of them. I bless you and I bless the goodness of the universe within you. I bless you and I bless the goodness of God within you, however you want to say it. Every single transaction. A lot of people hate paying taxes. They complain about their bills. They complain about the grocery store increases in prices. You know what I'm more concerned about? I'm more concerned about being so grateful that I have the luxury of being able to buy food at a grocery store and I don't need to farm all day. You know what I'm more concerned about? Paying the taxes so I actually have a steady roadway. I have rules in this world that are upkept by a government and state government. There's police officers, there's ambulance, there's emergency people, all accessible right now because I'm paying taxes. You know what I'm more concerned about is every single time I pay my electricity bill, thank you so much that I have electricity in my house that's workable, usable. I didn't have to set it all up. I didn't have to marshal the electricity in this world, figure out how that and invent the light bulb and everything else that's already been invented to actually see in the dark. That's my concern. More people are so concerned about, oh, it costs this amount of money. Oh, the prices are increasing. Oh, this is going on. They're coming from a very victim mindset around money. I promise you it's one of the biggest traps around money that doesn't keep people free, it locks them down. I want you to bless every single transaction in your bank statement. I would do at least 20 every single day. Your feelings around money, your neutrality around money, your blessings around money are going to change completely. Today's video is a lot. 11 core secrets of money, 7 core tips that you practically utilize on a daily basis. It's quite a bit, but again, watch this video every day, 60 days in a row. In the comment section below, I want you to keep yourself accountable. Say day 1, complete. Day 2, complete. Get to day 60. Allow yourself to stop being the knowledge consumer. It's one of my first steps when I work with students coming into my mentorship or coming into my various programs and courses around money manifestation and plateau breaking and quantum leaps and all of the things I study with my students and teach them. One of the number one things I always tell them, stop being a knowledge consumer. The more knowledge you're consuming, the more your consciousness is going to be all over the place. Become a knowledge implementer. That's the very, very big difference that got me from $200 a month to earning $120,000 in a single day, 7 figures and above, was because I focus everything on implementation. I took this idea of everything we're talking about and I implemented every day. That was my core idea of where I wanted to go, is I'm going to become from a knowledge consumer to an implementer. And when you switch that, your entire world, consciousness, and results are going to shift. Your identity, your understanding of where you're going. Shift yourself into learning about this every single day. Get yourself organized. Write down the 7 tips and exercises. Do those daily. No matter what, even when you have a busy schedule, even when you get a lot going on, make it a priority. Organize yourself. Get yourself into an aligned place where it says, I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure out how I can get an accountability buddy, or how I can stay consistent with this and moving forward. Practice these 11 secrets, implement the 7 tips, allow yourself to understand and own these secrets and become aware more and more around money. I promise you, your awareness of consciousness around money, wealth, and income are going to improve, and I'll see you making a whole lot more money.